Good evening, readers and everyone. Nice meeting you all here. So let me introduce a little bit. So myself, Jackie Chua. So I'm the organizer and the CEO and founder of Rekatone.com. So Dr. Daniel is our head of our panel judges. So he's from Italy, but staying in Malaysia for quite long. Love durian.
I love durian.
Yeah.
Also the president of the
And also,
Malaysia.
he's the president of the Malaysia PropTech Association. So Mr. Jeffrey Tan. Jeffrey Tan is from Singapore. So he is a strategy investors looking at the investment on how the design on the properties. Mr. Neven is from Indonesia, Medan. So Mr. Neven also in this design industry, PropTech design industry.
He's the founder and chairperson of the Indonesian PropTech Association.
So Mr. Frank Sun, Sun Lao Si, from Sun Chuanjing Lao Si, is from China, Shanghai. So he is a very famous interior design cum architect in Shanghai. So thanks for all coming here. And Mr. Angelo
Morris.
Angelo Morris is from Vietnam.
He's from Italy but living in
He's a Vietnam quite low.
doesn't look like a Vietnamese.
And then he very talented in
Wood
crafting, wood bending, wood crafting in the design industry as well. So we should have these judges.
Yeah, AJ, I text her, she will come downstairs soon. And then there are Musa, Elena.
We still have a few other judges which haven't arrived yet. AJ is a lady from Philippines, is in property technology design as well. And we have Mustafa Kamal, our Malaysian famous architect. And we have Ts Samsul Ahmad, is one of our very famous interior designer in Malaysia. So we still have another one, we call it as Miss Elena. She is in charging in this SDG and ESG about green building and everything. So her specialist is looking in the element of this ESG for all the
sustainability. She's the CEO of Green Tech Lab.
So we have all about 10 judges from international and Malaysia to judge all the awardees. Previously we have a live judging day which everyone of us, we close the door and everyone there, some from online, to judge all the awardees, these RPs, and then after a day of the judging, then a lot of them been disqualified, and then those left out is the one that will be awarded by tonight's this trophy. So they have been go through a lot of different judges before they successful to be awarded tonight. We still have I don't know, are they coming on time?
AJ, I've been texting. She didn't reply yet.
So basically we have about more than 100 these art pieces to send in for us to screen through, filter, and then end of the day we have.
I go and get AJ.
Okay. End of the day we got about 60 awardees to be presented, the trophy to be recognized by our REXDA.
So there are about 100 participants in the award.
Yes,
Okay.
but disqualified.
Disqualified.
Yeah.
What's the reason for the disqualification?
Because some of them, the disqualification is by all of the judges judging. We have a system and then we will mark them by different marks.
Criterias lah.
The criteria.
So how many criterias are there when deciding to qualify or to disqualify someone?
The criteria, we have different criteria based on the different categories, such like best landed, best F&B or best ESG kind of thing. So it will have a different
Criteria.
criteria on that. But anyhow, it has been divided into 5 points. First is the design. Second is the innovative. Third, the functionality. And then the other one is what's that already? Sustainability. And the last one is online voting from the public.
Oh, online voting. Huh?
Yeah, we have an online voting which carry is about 10% of the weight.
So each of those criteria will carry different weightage.
Yes.
And what's the most heavy weight for the criteria?
I wouldn't say heavyweight, but design carry a 25%.
25%.
Innovative carry 15%, and then the so-called ESG also 15%, and 10% for this online, and then the other one is about 20%.
And how many judges will be deciding on each project? Will it be everyone?
Or everyone, because we have a system. Each of the judges will have himself something like Excel file which we will be putting in
A template.
We have a template. Each of them will be putting in a different marks based on the art piece. The art piece will be displayed there, and then each of them looking at the art piece, and then we will putting on our these individual marks on them, and then it will goes into a center after collecting all the points and divided by all the judges. Then it comes to what is the highest point there.
And how many of the judges are Malaysian and how many international?
I will say international will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, AJ, 6 international, and then 4 local.
So almost half.
Almost half. I will say international is
Slightly
a little bit slightly more than local.
And also the online voting. Online voting is the general public.
Yes.
Who are they? Are they just anyone on the streets can vote?
No. It's from the awardees themselves.
Oh, okay.
So they have to publish their art piece and let all the public knows, and then the publics will vote into our system.
Okay.
They vote into our system.
Is there only one round or are there multiple rounds for the qualification process?
It's about 10 days for the online voting, for public to online cast the vote. It's about 10 days. After 10 days, then we close. Then we will be getting all the marks and everything to put it in to a weight of 10% on the awardees.
How about the process on the judges side? Is there like the timeline for that as well? Like how long, how many months will it take, for example?
1 day.
Only 1 day.
Only 1 day.
You all
We
must
close
work very
them.
hard.
We close them from early 8:30 until 7:30 only we finish. So of course lah, we have some lunch and tea time there.
And may I know how many? Is this the first time, or how many years has this been running?
This is the first time we are doing this REXDA considered as an international award. Previously, we have a local award, which also been organized by Rekatone.
Is that still running?
That one's still running, but it will not be so frequent.
Oh. And do you have? How about next year? What are your plans for next year?
Looking at the response for this REXDA, we believe next year we will be continuing for this REXDA, and then we are planning to get more participants even from overseas as well.
For the participants, how many are individuals and how many are companies and locals and international?
I will say majority is locals lah,
Local.
because this is the first year, and then we just invited all the judges from the international. This is our first step, and then the second step, just like the question just now, the next step, the next year we will be exploring to all the countries to get the participants. So this round, majority is from the locals.
Locals. As a
And
start.
majority is from the companies instead of a personal, because we only have one elite designer of the year. That one is only for personal. Others will be by company.
Or companies. Okay.
So I understand from the press release there are a total of 60 awards, is that right?
Yes.
And how many categories would they fall under?
We have 10 categories. 10 categories.
And what's the highest category or the highest achievement for personal and company level?
Personal will be only elite designer, and then others will be from companies. Of course, company also they have a different designer which participate in a different categories. Some might be best landed, and then some might be best F&B or best high rise. So it's not surprised that some of them might be having more than 3 awards
For
to be presented.
different awards.
Yeah, under one company but different designer.
And how about this REXDA Design Legend Award? Is that the highest achievement?
REXDA Design Award is to
Design Legend.
Design Legend is to recognize the most talented company which won the most I would say more than 3 categories. Then we will be presented them as a design legend, because we always want to create design legend as our slogan for not only Malaysia but also international designers and we believe that is their ultimate successful target to become a legend.
Thank you.
Is there a prize money for the winner?
You mean presented any money
Yes.
for them? No,
No.
but we presented trophy.
Trophy.
We presented certificate
Certificate.
as the recognition on their hard work.
And I do believe that the winners will get an opportunity to showcase their brand internationally.
Yes, it will have a good very opportunity, because we have a lot of these international judges who bring all these awardees recognition back to their country, and then to spread to others to understand. I believe this is a very good what we say a very good direction for Malaysia's these designers to participate in our REXDA, because we want to bring Malaysia's talent, Malaysia's design to the world, and exchange different ideas from internationally and globally.
Interior designers, they work closely with engineers and architects. So are there plans to further expand sideways?
Currently, REXDA not only interior designer but also some of them are architects which participated in this REXDA. But engineering is part of the design as well in functionality. That's why it play a very important role as well. So the judges also will be looking into their functionality, whether they have this design to be included.
What are the best country to showcase their brand in international exhibitions?
Internationally, if you ask me, I believe each of the countries also very important.
Important,
Because they have a different target audience, which have a different preference on their designs.
Designs,
And that is how we are going to exchange our ideas, exchange our creation, the different imagination, each among the different countries with our awardees, especially not only to bring Malaysia to the world, to the global, but also to absorb and then to get different ideas to Malaysia, so that it will be more fruitful and more creative for our designers.
Okay, one of the Rekatone e-bidding platform is of the 5G. It's guaranteed lifetime warranty. Perhaps you can elaborate on that.
I believe in this market, no one is giving any lifetime guarantee on any design or any renovations. We are trying our very best to give this offer. That is because we believe that our clients should deserve something not only for 3 months or 6 months. It should deserve something lifetime. But how are we going to give this lifetime guarantee? So basically, we are collaborating with insurance companies on insured for these renovations jobs or their renovations projects for them. So in case there is anything damage or wear and tears or whatsoever, then we will be collaborating with the insurance company to cover the renovation reinstallation cost or replacement kind of cost.
And I believe that insurance is valued at 1 million ringgit.
Yes, not only 1 million ringgit, but also it's not only after the renovation, but in the process of the renovation also. We insist that the insurance is a very important element which we have to purchase the insurance before we could start any renovation. Otherwise, if there is anything happen, then the client will suffer. Not only the client, I believe the interior designer or the renovators also will be suffering from that. Who will be going to bear these accidents or whatsoever, which it might cost you a lot, which you couldn't pay.
Yeah. So far for the Rekatone e-bidding platform, how much sales or revenue has it generated since the inception?
We have went through more than 30. We have went through more than 30,000 these clients which are using our service, because we act as an interior design and renovations platform, consultancy platform. So we tend to consult them from any single knowledge that they will be asking us, until arranging e-bidding, arranging bidding, arranging any of the interior designer or these architects to match with them, with their specialists and their service. So this after 5 years, we accumulated a lot of these target clients to be served, and the value is already more than 300 million. 300 million, yeah. The accumulated project value is more than 300 million, which we already serve.
Where did the e-bidding platform started?
This e-bidding platform been started since 2019.
That's very
Yeah, 2019, before COVID.
Just before COVID.
Before COVID,
I already collected about 300 million.
So this is AJ from Philippines.
Bye.
Hello, first time in Malaysia?
How many companies and individuals are partnering with Rekatone e-bidding platform?
We have been collaborating, or we have been registered about thousands these professionals, interior designers, architects, and some of the renovators between our platform. So among them, a lot of them are quite actively participated in our this e-bidding platform, and then others also will be participating in different categories of the projects. So you might want to ask, how are we going to enroll them or register them. We screen through them very, I will say we screen through them very seriously on their particulars, whether they are assisting in SSM, whether they are having a physical company or physical office, or some of them even a factory, and then whether they have a team, and whether they have any insurance while doing any job, and whether they have any handed over project. Those are the things that we are going to check them. Not only this, we only check on whether they have a CIDB license or any other license, or even they have any awards or any certificates which to recognize them. So those are something that we will be considered before we register them into our platform. This is to secure our clients' benefit, so they won't accidentally appointed someone like a scammer.
Okay.
And this is something we always align with our government. That is the reason why we have our Selangor state government initiate on this anti-scammer activities. So our participants of this awards, they already been informed that this is something that we have to align with our state government's initiative. When you are participating in this, and while you are presenting this award, which means you support this anti-scam activity. So which means the awardees reminded, and they are very understanding that scammer in this market is something that we have to fight. We have to abolish or eliminate them.
What happens if a contractor fails his obligation to renovate client's premise? What happens?
Basically, we have another service, we call it as project management services, which means we will be acting as a platform or acting as something like consultants to look after the project, to taking care of our clients' benefit. We not only manage their project, but also we are manage their financial as well. Means there will be a progress claim, and there will be a advance payment from the client as well. So our duty or our job is taking care both of them. So that is our role as a professionals platform of this interior design renovation.
Does the e-bidding platform has other competitors?
So far, we have won the Malaysia Book of Record for the first e-bidding platform for individuals or residential properties. We believe there could be some e-bidding or some tendering process in this market as well, but mostly will be from the corporate side.
Corporate side.
Individual side, I will say I seldom see we are the first one.
First one, huh?
Yeah.
And I understand that your vision is for Rekatone e-bidding platform. The vision is to be Southeast Asia, number one.
Yeah, we want to become the Southeast Asia number one e-bidding renovation and interior design platform.
So how far has it gone to achieve the vision?
We have a 10 years plan to achieve the whole vision, and then that is the reason we have 10 modules which we need to develop from one to another one. And then we believe after when the times come, we could explore to internationally to each different country to introduce this e-bidding system to them.
So started in 2019, so we still have about 4 more years left. 10 years.
I will say in the midst
in the
midst of achieving that.
Any other question, my media friend?
anything you want to ask our
Just
judges?
Mr. Dr. Daniel, he already senior.
Dr. Daniel, as our head of judges, I believe Dr. Daniel might explain some on how is REXDA's work on the.
Yeah, definitely can. Well, when we have been planning the judging criteria, we have been trying to keep in mind what is important for the final user, meaning judging the work with the eyes, yes, from architect, but also from the user, the client point of view, in terms of innovative design, use of sustainable materials, use of spaces. Nowadays, homes are becoming smaller and smaller. Not because we like small home, but big homes are expensive. So youngsters are looking for the 300, 400, 500 square feet, and space use in this such a small unit is of a paramount importance. So space use, innovation, materials, lights. Above all, we have been trying to understand the concept design behind the design. It has not been an easy job, the voting day, because there were plenty of outstanding design, really. But we made it through, and we are actually looking forward to many more next year. I was discussing with AJ, Angelo, Frank, and Neven our intention of REXDA for next year, if I will be still head of the judging panel, is to pull in awardees also from Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, China, so that we will be a full titled international award. We are an international award because our judge panel is an international one. Now we want the awardees to come from close countries. This year, Malaysia is the chair of ASEAN, right? So next year award of REXDA will reflect the chair of ASEAN by pulling in competitors from all the different countries. Malaysia Madani.
What's the criteria to choose the winner?
Sorry?
What's the criteria to choose?
4 criteria: design, innovation, sustainability, and use of space.
Use of space.
Under these 4 categories, of course, with different weight according to different type of awards.
Okay.
Because we have high-rise award, blended award, and landed itself is divided on a type by type. Renovating a bungalow is totally different from renovating a terrace house. Much easier the bungalow than the terrace house, because terrace house is small, bungalow is huge, so space is not a big issue. Terrace, you really need to put in your creativity, your brain, and make it working for small spaces. We have an F&B, we have retail, we have wellness and hospitality, all with different type of mix of these 4 main principles. And again, most importantly, Elina Gianni has been a big fighter of green building, green technologies, and sustainability in the built environment. She is one of our judges, rightly to understand the importance and the value that each designer has been putting in terms of ESG compliance, SDG framework, recycling, reusing during renovation work. Frank from China has been undoubtedly looking at the designer with the eyes of a huge market with a totally different type of needs compared to Malaysia, so comparing from overseas. And it's been a very interesting and an exciting day, a voting day. And thanks a lot to AJ and Evan that I've been able to stay on Zoom for almost 9 hours because they were in Philippines and Indonesia, but remained online with us, while Frank and Angelo have been working overnight to do online voting post judge meeting. But again, a very interesting design and showing how active and innovative is the market here in Malaysia. Honestly, very, very interesting. Looking forward for much more next year.
And does sustainability includes deforestation?
Sorry, I'm a bit weak on my ears. I'm so
Does
sorry.
sustainability includes deforestation?
Sustainability
That's
includes
Sustainability,
deforestation.
for instance, is extremely important. Okay, sustainability is being able to work with whatever you have in your hand without using anything else from Mother Earth, basically. So, renovation industry is no doubt a big contributor to CO2 emission. My office, my old office was in Seri. And Seri is a place where 50% of the shops are renovated at least once in a year. And every time a new renovation comes in, all the old one goes into the Roro bin, right? Which is wrong. There should be a logic of recycling, reusing. That is what in the renovation industry, being sustainable means work with what you have. Try to be creative with what is available within the area that you need to renovate. And try to use as much as possible recycled items. Young generation are going crazy for dining table made out of pallet wood and chairs obtained by old oil barrel and these kind of things. So let's use those recycled material to impact the less possible, to reduce the footprint of the impact on Mother Nature. That is meaning behind sustainable.
Do you foresee the use of metals instead of wood in the future?
Well,
Better like
wood,
very basic steel.
we have an expert here in wood, Angelo. There is a very, very old debate because you see, you can have metal, you can have reconstructed wood, the medium or high density fiber wood, MDF, which I would say is 90% of the panel that we see in this room. Behind it, the panel itself is MDF, which is obtained by fiber of wood, micro cut and pressed together. So wood definitely should be used with an eye on where the source of the wood, where is this wood coming from? We don't want deforestation, right? But isn't it we are keep on trimming trees? So let's use the trimmed tree to produce reconstructed panels. Wood panels is quite common in Europe, in Northern Europe, for instance. That is wood used with a sustainable mindset. Steel and metal are a bit cold. I wouldn't like to see
Rubber.
much in a
I
house.
think rubber is
honestly.
good. Rubber.
Rubber?
Yeah.
Rubber, no lah. Rubber is good for single-use gloves.
No, the rubber, like
Rubber.
recycle rubber.
Recycle rubber, yeah,
Yeah.
can look. Let's say that in Africa, I think they are
Yeah.
constructing roads with recycled and chopped tires.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that is definitely something to be looked at, but not really a renovation, if I can say so.
So if you were to break down the criteria, how much would be falling under aesthetic and how much would be falling under functionality? Aesthetics versus functionality.
So, sorry, functionality against us?
Aesthetic.
Is that no?
Because when people hear of
Functionality
east
comes
side,
first.
yeah,
Yeah.
object comes first.
Functional.
So is there like
Functionality comes
any points for aesthetic?
Okay, marketing is what attracts people. What makes people buying at the end is functionality. It's like an award. Award is a brand, is awareness, is shouting out how good you are. Then people comes and see and verify if you are really good.
Hey,
Same. Hey, Ahmad,
Ahmad.
Dato Saiful.
Yeah,
Hello.
Saiful.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Dato. And so if we go back to attractive or functional, judges has been looking much more to the functionality of a design than the attractiveness. Of course, there must be, I want it,
How many points is there for the attractiveness?
25 to 75, 25 for aesthetic, 75 for functionality.
And are there any non-Malaysia participants this year?
No, unfortunately, this round we were having a couple of nominations from overseas, but lack of material, lack of proper submission. So at the end, we postpone the participation of international awardees next year.
So what is the target for next year? Seeing that this year already have 150 participants, right?
Well,
yeah.
I
award,
believe next year we are going to target at least our minimum target lah.
Yeah.
At least 5 to 10 participants from each different countries.
And the total?
Total we are looking at another maybe 200 to 300 if
Yeah.
possible.
That is those who are qualified, right? Not the disqualified numbers.
We couldn't anticipate whether they are qualified or not qualified, because as long as the more the participants, then the compete or the challenge will be higher. So
Raise the benchmark.
yes, all the judges will be judged on their uppies whether they can achieve that levels to be presented or not.
And how about the judges? Because I see there's a big team here. How were they selected to be part of this award? If it's okay to ask, because I'm sure you're all very talented in your fields.
We have been looking for a lot of different judges, but then first they have to be qualified in this industry. Second, it must be they are willing to contribute to these events as well. Some might be very famous, but they are too busy, so that they could be. We shall looking for others. The more the merrier the group for the judges to judge on our future REXDA.
So
But
that means,
anyhow,
next year there may be even more judges.
possible.
no, enough.
That's what I was
This one we have to discuss with the.
We have the
head
cream.
planner.
We have the cream of the cream here.
Yes.
Because we have architects, we have interior designer, we have specialists in crafting, designer object in wood. We have prop tech. We have construction and property development. So we have different type of background. We have sustainability with Elena. We might be looking maybe few more judges toward the green building, the sustainable aspect, the SDG compliance aspect of renovation. That would be very interesting to find. What is a bit more difficult to find are the participants willing to submit a design for SDG compliance. It's still a bit hard from that point of view. But still, we have few.
Thank you.
So any question, my middle friends? because now already very crowd outside. Maybe they need to do some PR. So it's okay for us.
So anything,
1 to 8.
Samsu because
Tambah.
Samsu just came in.
Yeah.
So let me introduce Samsu is from Ate Assist, is one of our famous interior design firm. And then Datuk Saifu is, they are both partners,
He's the
both
principal
bosses,
of AA
principal
Design.
of this AA Design, Ate Assist.
Famous architect, old friend, very well established in Malaysia, a affordable housing fighter.
Yes. So Samsu, you want to
Any comment?
any comments about
I
REXDA?
think like what I mentioned earlier, I think what I personally hope, it may sound a bit more nationalism in interior design, and every time we hear some of the submission, we see a lot of this term called Muji concept, but I really looking forward someone to say it Malaysian concept, Malaysian cultural concept. It's more embraced into what we have locally rather than very much taking a lot of other things from the external. So I think like what Dr. Daniel has mentioned, I think that this SGD concept is right now is very much brought in master urban planning. But I think in interior design, or even we look into the single housing construction built environment, it is still a bit raw. I think there's a lot more space to grow on that particular area, and looking forward to see more entry really embrace not just a little bit picking up here and there on the SGD item, but really put it into a big item and merge all the concept all together as one. So I think that's something that I really like, looking forward to see that in the next year submission. Yeah.
No more than Malaysia.
Yes.
Can you just briefly explain in layman terms what is this Muji concept?
The Muji is like those, is a Zen Japanese how call it, very simplified, very in terms of colors is very like light beige, a bit of wood, white color base, that kind of feel like very Japanese kind of thing, very Zen kind of thing. Like, so that is the thing that where maybe it's just a trend or whatsoever, I don't know, because it just, and somehow this year we see a lot of this kind of submission. So, but I really like to see a bit more. If let's say we're saying that we're going for overseas later, every country will have its own unique. We're talking about Malaysia, we talk about Thailand, we talk about Vietnam and Cambodia, even Indonesia. Every country will have its own uniqueness. Yeah.
Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines. Yes.
Otherwise she comes in.
Yeah, so that's something that I really like to see, so that we can really put it in, make REXDA a really cross-border platform rather than very Malaysia-based kind of thing. So then we can see, I think we as architect, we as interior design, and then we are also artists in the sense, we like to see when arts talk to each other, that it has more spark. So that spark is the things that where we are looking forward.
Is cost part of the criteria? As in the cost of the design, the money?
No, we are asking participants to give us a budget for the renovation, and of course the budget has to make sense. Malaysia somehow, compared to all the other Southeast Asian countries, Malaysia stands out in terms of renovation. Malaysians are so passionate about renovation that might be able to spend 800,000 ringgit for the house and a couple of million for the renovation. All right, that's extreme somehow. It has to make sense, basically. It has to be in line with the logic of the house for which the renovation is designed. And for your information, I don't know if I can spend 2 words on IDEC. Can I?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
For your information, Rekatone, beside this professional award, since last year has been doing something extremely meaningful for the industry. Has been launching a competition, a challenge between students in faculties of design, architecture, interior design, to participate in this challenge called Youth Innovative Interior Design Challenge. And last year we have had about 60 designers coming in, 60 students. This year more than 100 are already there, so you get ready. Some of our judges here will be also judges for IDEC, which is a full CSR challenge. Is the giving back action of Rekatone, and to me is extremely meaningful because he is closing the bridge with the academia. He is giving a fantastic platform to these graduated or going to be graduated soon students, highly visibility, and exposing them to the public and to the professionals. So it is amazing to see the difference between the professional world and the academic world. Passion, fun are all in the academic world. Professional are nothing to say, huh? There are a few of them here, I don't want to raise any eyebrow, but professionals are very much on the job. Students are still able to have fun in designing, kind of, which is nice. Thank you.
So it's okay because our guest honor, the deputy secretary general from MOSTI are on the way to hotel. Then our candidate also need to do some PR outside.
Yeah.
So can we have the one group photo to end our very nice press conference today?
Sure.
Yeah, nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We
create design legend globally. Nice.